Economics 101. Every major theory explained like you're 6 years old. Hello friends, welcome to Economics 101 explained like you're 6 years old, where we learn how the world of money works in the simplest and friendliest way possible. Imagine a giant playground the size of the whole world. In this playground, people trade toys, share snacks, build tree houses, sell lemonade, and sometimes even argue about who gets the swings. That playground is our global economy. Economics is not just money. It is about people and how they live, work and how we get paid, food, homes and safety, happiness and survival, rules that try to keep life fair. Adults like to make this complicated. They use words like macroeconomics, monetary policy, inflationary pressure, and capital accumulation. But today, we won't do that. Today, we tell it like a story a child can understand. If you've ever wondered, why aren't toys free? Why do some people have millions and others have nothing? Why does the government take taxes? Why can't countries print money forever? Why do recessions, crashes, and crises happen? Then stay with me, because after this, you'll understand economics better than most grown-ups. The beginning of economics. Adam Smith, the invisible helper. Imagine a huge toy store with no boss shouting orders. Somehow, workers show up, shelves are filled, toys get sold, and everyone gets paid. Adam Smith said this happens because of something he called the invisible hand. It's not magic, it's people making choices. When people work to help themselves, they often end up helping the whole community without even realizing it. His ideas: let people trade freely, don't control everything, trust choices, not commands. He believed the world works better when we let people decide what to buy and sell. That idea became the foundation of capitalism. David Ricardo, the trade wizard. Ricardo looked at countries like children at school. One child is great at drawing, another is great at math. If they help each other, they both win. That's called comparative advantage. If one country grows bananas well and another builds computers well, they should trade. Trade makes both stronger. Ricardo taught the world that cooperation beats competition when it comes to progress. Thomas Malthus, the doom predictor. Malthus looked at the world and panicked. He said people grow faster than food, more people, not enough bread. He predicted hunger, war, and disease. While he was overly negative, his warning made governments think about planning, storage, farming, and preparing for disaster. Even if he wasn't right forever, he changed how we think about emergency planning. Factories, workers, and fairness. Karl Marx, the factory fighter. Now imagine a giant cookie factory. Workers bake cookies all day. The owner sells them for lots of money. The workers get pennies while the owner gets rich. Marx said, "That's not fair." He believed workers deserved a fair share of the value they create. He divided society into two sides: owners, capitalists, who own the factories; workers, proletariat, who make everything. He believed workers should share profits equally. His ideas created socialism and communism. Whether people agree or not, Marx changed history forever. John Maynard Keynes, the fixer of crashes. Then came the Great Depression. Businesses closed. Families lost homes. People starved. Keynes said the government should step in like a doctor, spend money, build roads, create jobs, and help people get back on their feet. If people have no money, the engine of the economy stops. Keynes wanted the government to pour fuel back into the engine. Many countries still follow his ideas today during crises. Friedrich Hayek, the freedom protector. Hayek said, "Wait, if governments control too much, we lose freedom." He believed that too much control leads to dictatorship, and people should make their own choices. He trusted the market to organize itself and warned against creating systems that make government too powerful. Milton Friedman, the money doctor. Friedman studied money like a scientist. He warned that printing too much money causes inflation. Inflation is when prices rise like balloons and your money buys less. He believed governments should control money carefully, lower taxes, and avoid interfering too much. The human side of economics. Paul Samuelson, the teacher of teachers. Samuelson turned economics into a science. He used graphs, formulas, and data. He didn't scream capitalism or communism. He just asked, what does the evidence say works best? Amartya Sen, the heart of economics. Sen asked a simple question: what is the point of money if people are suffering? He cared about hunger, poverty, and human rights. He wanted systems that help the weakest, not only the strongest. He said economics should not just measure profits, but measure human well-being. Understanding money today. What is inflation? If you have $10 today and it buys 3 burgers, but next year it buys 2, that's inflation. When money loses value, prices rise. Inflation usually happens when governments print too much money or when resources become scarce. What is a recession? When the economy is sad, people lose jobs, shops close, nobody buys toys or snacks, the playground falls quiet. Keynes says, government should help. Hayek and Friedman say, let the market heal itself. What are banks? Banks are like money greenhouses. They don't just store money. They lend it to people who want to build houses, start restaurants, open stores, or go to school. Lending money grows an economy like watering a garden. Why do crashes happen? Crashes happen when people borrow too much, banks gamble, prices rise too fast, panic spreads, confidence disappears. A crash is like a game of musical chairs where suddenly the music stops and someone has nowhere to sit. The big map of ideas. Adam Smith believed in free markets. Let kids choose their own game. Ricardo believed in trade. Share toys, everyone wins. Malthus believes in scarcity. Save snacks, don't waste. Marx believes in workers' rights. Share the cookies you bake. Keynes believes in government help. Teacher fixes classroom fights. Hayek believes that freedom matters. Let kids solve problems first. Friedman believed in money controlling. Don't spill the piggy bank. Sen believes in human welfare. Make sure everyone gets lunch. Conclusion: what economics really is. Economics is not about greed, numbers, charts, or banks. It is about people. It is about how we live, how we work, how we share, how we help, and how we survive. Every thinker tried to answer the same question. How can everyone live a better life? And that is why economics matters. If you liked this, like the video, subscribe, comment, explain like I'm 5, and come back for the next class. Stay awake, stay aware. This is Felix. See you next time.